Hi everyone, this is daveac.lit.tv and this is my vblog 116 for Friday the 8th of October 2010. It's Dave AC in need, who is hampered by an evil twin of the Nightmare Man. Yes, I'm running rather late, so we better get on. We've only got 15 minutes and I want to include, as always, a wine at the end. And I've been thwarted in my plans today, as I say, either by my evil twin, yeah, or the Nightmare Man. And let's get on. And I'm going to have to refer to my notes because I might have to miss a couple of things out. Hope you'll excuse that. Well, first of all, Podshock. Lewis has been very busy. Episode 223 has gone out. There's an Aftershock gone out, and there's also been one of the Sonic news drivers that he's got out on the feeds, and he's also been telling people about this new mobile app that they've got developed for listening and doing all sorts of things with the Podshock and the actual website. Indeed, the Cult Collective have been pretty busy. Ian more so than me. I hope you've seen, if you're a friend of his on Facebook, some of the lovely pictures of the young son Callum. The most recent one of him wrapped up in a Doctor Who scarf. I think that's Liam's scarf, I'm not too sure, but anyway, beautiful picture, Ian. Well, last Sunday, that was the 3rd of October, we did about alter egos and evil twins. And I think mine is still affecting me. I think he's coming out. I'm not going to get rid of him until after Halloween, I don't think. But we did, as I say, about alter egos and evil twins. And I hope you'll give that a listen, either from the cultdom.com, our page, from our Cultdom fan page, the Cultdom Collective fan page, or indeed from TalkShoe site 54821, or indeed subscribe on iTunes. This coming Sunday is going to be a lovely show, I hope. Maybe a difficult one, maybe a long one. And we're talking about our top 10 Doctor Who companions. And this includes the classic series and the new series. And we will be doing that show on an appropriate day because it's the 10th of the 10th of the 10th. And I hope you'll join us for that. That's at Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The time change hasn't happened yet for moving on to winter, but it's 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, TalkShoe ID 54821. Okay, I'm going to have to refer to my notes now, so lots to do. One of my references that I've already mentioned is related in a way to Doctor Who, and that is David Tennant's most recent piece of work is screening in the UK, and I'm just going to have to refer to this. It's where he's playing the single father, and I'm going to just check the date. Boom, boom, boom. Where have you gone, David? The Single Man starts Sunday on BBC One at 9 p.m. and that's a series. At first I thought it was a one-off play, so that's good. And of course we've got Sarah Jane Adventures starting, and that starts on Monday the 11th of October, and that starts on CBBC. And that is The Nightmare Man. And as you will probably know by now, all the Sarah Jane Adventures are in 2 parts, and the second part will air the following day. The start time for that is at 5:15, because of course Sarah Jane Adventures are considered a children's show, not a family show. So that's the Doctor Who, slightly connected in a way, science fiction. Here in the UK, Film 4 are having a Star Trek weekend this coming weekend. And one more thing, this last couple of days here in the UK, Star Trek Universe started to air again on Sky One. So that's another science fiction programme to look out for if you're based here in the UK. So that's the news. There was some other sad news this week, and that was, of course, that after losing Tony Curtis just over a week ago, Sir Norman Wisdom, the UK comic, has just died, aged 95. So hopefully there won't be a third on that. Okay, let me move to some tech news. Already 5 minutes down the line. I haven't got a book this week. I haven't got music, but we are going back to our Doctor Who DVD, Trial of a Time Lord. Tech news. Let me again refer to my notes. October the 11th, that's a Monday, the Windows Apple iPhone 7 should be released and launched. So that's going to be a big thing with, of course, Apple having their own way with the iPhone, it seems, but Windows using the iPhone operating system should be launched. I don't know what makes, but that's the thing that's happening. With this podcast that I do, this vblog that I do, of course it goes out mainly on blip.tv, where you may actually be watching it on VodPod or one of the other sites that takes it, or even as an embedded video on my blog at daveac@wordpress.com or daveac New Media. But Blip TV have now done an agreement with Google TV. Google TV is hoping to be the new generation of ways for people to watch audio, video and audio content. This sort of convergence was supposed to be happening for 2 or 3 years, but now with all these sort of the relaunch of the Apple TV and all these Boxy and Roku and Sony have them, they're trying to get the TV and the entertainment that comes over the internet both together so that you can actually watch all this lovely content that you can find on the internet on your biggest screen in the house, rather than actually have to sit in front of a monitor to watch it. So the next year, 2, 3 years is going to be a big battleground for, you know, the eyeballs of the nations, whether you watch content on the internet or you watch it on the TV with internet content coming to your TV. Okay, I'm sure I've missed something else out there. Oh yes, I did say last week that I would be having a go at Firefox Beta 4, and on my second PC I've had a go with that. I'm not entirely happy with it because it seems a little bit intrusive to me. It seems to want to do things and suggest things, and well, I'm not putting it on my main PC at the moment. I'm sticking with Firefox 3.6 on my main PC and Firefox Beta on that one. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, I've got one little bit of tech news, very brief. Winter is approaching here in the UK, and I've treated myself to some new tech, but it's nothing that will probably interest you, so I'll do it very quickly. It's a new heater, a new fire. Look at that. It is in actual fact a one that uses holographic light. I'm going to turn it away slightly. I've got a little lever at the bottom that's like a safety catch that I have to press, otherwise it won't come on. And then I'm just going to swing it around because it's going to spoil the image. I think you can see there. So it's very good. It's got 3 units on. The beauty of this is that you can have any combination of the units on, using between 400 watts or 800 watts or 1200 watts, and it gives out a strong heat, but it does give out an awful lot of light as well. But it's just in this room just to take the chill off as the winter starts to come in, because once I've got all my equipment going, the place warms up pretty quick after that. Right, I'm going to go very quickly back to my Doctor Who Trial of a Time Lord box set. We're going to take a look at the second of the actual boxes, and this is Mind Warp on this one. But I'm not going to show you anything of the Mind Warp. I'm going to show you a little bit from the Children in Need clip that's on it, and this is where I'm talking about the Nightmare Man from Sarah Jane Adventures causing me problems. I'm having to run the video on here, which is not really ideal, but let's see if we can see who in the Children in Need comes out of the TARDIS.
The names of Doctor Who and Alfred Patrick Sutton, Maureen O'Brien, Howard Ford, Peter Bubble, Michael Gray, Adrian Hill, John Buckley, Harry A. Shaw, Nicholas Portley, Richard Bradley, John Lee, Elizabeth Clayton, Louise Davidson, Ian Martha, Stephen Hill, Bill O'Keefe, Jared Fielding, Matthew Waterhouse, Mark Springston, Nicola Bryant.
And I'm going to stop it there. Let's get this ready back. And why was that so brilliant? Well, didn't I just say we're doing about the top 10 Doctor Who companions on Sunday, and they saw a good few of them. So that should prompt a few people's memories. So I'm really enjoying this second of the box set. There are 2 more DVDs in the box set, so I'll probably mention this Trial of Time Lord for 2 more vlogs, just some little bit of it. And I've got now less than 4 minutes to talk about the wine. And I'm actually going to taste wine that I've been drinking earlier in the week. It's already opened, and I'm going to try and pronounce that. Grupo Baron de Lee, and that's Court Meilleur, I think, Rioja, 2005, a Crianza, that's been oak aged, and it's of course from Spain. And I've tweeted a couple of times about this. I can already tell you I like it a lot. I don't really like very oaky drinks, but with the Riojas sometimes it really does add that complexity to the drink. And we've got lots of lovely plummy and almost red berry smells. A little bit of earth. I do like this wine. It is only a modest wine. I'm not saying it's the best wine I've ever drunk or anything. I think I got it reduced 25% from the supermarket, so I think it's usually about £8, and I paid about £5.50. So it is on offer. Let's see if we can see anything on the back. Of course, it's going to not focus for me now. Give you a chance to read that. They are. It says new oak barrels for 1 year, followed by an extra year resting in the bottle. So that's 2 years, but it's 2005, and it really is a lovely, lovely little drink. If you see that in the UK at your supermarket, give it a little go. Lovely. Well, after all that rushing about, I've actually ended up with a minute to spare. So I'm just going to check back on my little list, see if I missed anything out. And of course, not having any music this week has slightly given me a little bit more time. There was something else I definitely missed out here. Yes, it was when I mentioned about the Stargate universe having started, it started on Sky One on Tuesday, the 5th of October. So it's on Tuesdays at 9 PM on Sky One. And it's also on Sky HD if you have that channel available to you. And I think actually that's about it. Oh yeah, there's still not an exact date for when BBC One starts up their second HD channel, the BBC One HD. I thought it was going to be as early as October the 15th, but it's looking more and more likely it's going to be nearer towards Christmas before that starts up. Okay, Sunday, 10th of the 10th of the 10th at 2 PM Eastern Daylight Time, Doctor Who, your favourite top 10 companions. And with that, That's the end of daveac 116. Bye all.